Hi, OJ. My name is Comfort, not her real name. I'm sharing this confession about my husband, a Galamsey miner here in Ghana. We are filthy rich, but the filth associated with mining Galamsey had eaten into his head. He is going mad by the day. I need help. My husband has been in this Galamsey mining business a long time, hustling hard, but not exactly getting rich off it. He finally managed to scrap something enough for a small claim, a tiny good mine that he hoped would be his ticket out of the struggle. My husband is a loyal man, the type who, when his friends went off blowing cash on wild nights and women, he would come home and hand me his earnings. But he was driven almost desperate. He told me he needed to make money fast, that going underground every day was like a dance with death. And every time he went down there, he felt like it could be his last. Around 2012, everything shifted. The pressure of barely scraping by, risking his life day after day, it all pushed him to the edge. One night, he came home and casually mentioned he had been talking with some other Galamsey miners about rituals. Not just any ritual, but the kind that you don't casually bring up at dinner. They were planning to see a ritualist who had promised them something big, a way to make gold flow from the earth like River Pra. All they had to do was follow the rituals. At first, I laughed. My husband, a deeply religious man raised in a family that was all about church, was considering consulting a ritualist. I couldn't believe it, but the desperation kept eating him up and changing him. I watched him start to pull away, begin hanging out with a different crowd, talking more about the ritualist who offered protection and power. Then came the night he told me the truth. The ritualist had said he could get what he wanted, but only if he and a few others gathered pieces of human parts. I shivered as he explained how they were supposed to find a grave, dig it up, and take certain body parts, especially from someone who had died very young. OJ, the next thing I knew, my husband was in too deep to turn back. Now is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button, share, comment, and like the story. It's how you can help me keep bringing you more stories and confessions. Please subscribe. And trust me, you don't want to miss the end of the story. Let's go. He went off with his crew to some lonely graveyard, each of them digging their own graves, taking what they needed. He didn't talk so much about it afterwards, but he came back changed, haunted, quiet, with an empty look in his eyes. And soon after, the money started rolling in. Gold seemed to just find him. Within months, we had gone from barely surviving to thriving. We moved into a bigger house. He paid my bride price, and we even bought buses and real estates. It was like we have been touched by luck, a very dark luck. But you know how it goes, OJ. Dark things do not stay buried, even if they are locked tight in the ground. The price for that wealth was creeping up on us. Strange things began to happen, starting with my husband's mind. He would go blank, drifting in and out, saying things that made my heart race with fear. One night, he sat me down and warned me, almost calmly, that he would soon go mad. He even gave me instructions on what to do when it happens and whom I should call. Not his family, he insisted, just his close friends. Sure enough, OJ, that night, his mind unraveled. He became violent, possessed, as if something else had taken over him. I sat there, whispering the incantations he taught me, trying to calm the spirits he had disrupted, knowing deep down that I was in over my head. Soon, our world took a darker edge. One of our buses crashed and someone died. My husband said it would happen every time. Any small accident would claim a life. Those spirits had to be appeased. It was chilling, but the worst part was watching him. He would have these episodes more and more frequently, every month, losing himself for days at a time. Now, OJ, I'm tired. We have money, but at what cost? My husband won't tell me where he did these rituals, who the ritualist is, or how to stop this thing. I can't tell his family, and his mind keeps slipping further away each day. So here I sit, OJ, with wealth all around, but a heart heavy with regret and fear, wondering if there is a way out. Here's a stranger story on how university lecturers are using level 100 students, girls, for money rituals. To what end?